I was able to deliver it as planned.
I'm really sorry that I couldn't make it due to work commitments, but now we're officially married.
Don't worry. I chose this date because I said I wanted a special day for us to become a couple. We've been living together for 3 months now, so maybe it's not such a big change. Maybe it's just something I feel differently about. We're officially newlyweds.
Yes, we are. I feel like there's a different kind of responsibility that's riding on my shoulders. I think it's different.
Let's support each other and be happy.
Yeah, that's right. We should discuss not just the good parts, but also the not-so-good ones, and help each other grow, right?
What?
Well, if we are not improving each other but dragging each other down, then there's no point in being in a relationship.
I just filed for marriage. What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just a piece of paper. I thought it's a great system that you can get married with a piece of paper and get divorced with a piece of paper.
It's really bad luck to talk like that.
I'm just kidding.
I'm at work. I'll see you later.
It's your lunch break, right?
Yeah, right. What's wrong?
Something I've been holding back for a long time. Isn't it strange that you leave before me in the morning?
Huh?
I mean, now that you're a wife, when your husband wakes up in the morning, you're supposed to serve him a freshly made breakfast and say goodbye to him.
No, you're the one who sleeps until the last minute, right?
Yes, but you're not single anymore.
No. My office is farther away. So if you want to get up earlier than I do and leave before me, you can do that. But I'll be late if you wake up late.
Seriously? That attitude isn't good enough. I want a better marriage and a better relationship with you.
I want that too.
Hey, you're one to talk. That's just your catchphrase, isn't it? In the end, you don't really get it, do you? You're in denial. If you can't do these basic things as a wife, I'm divorcing you.
I found the divorce papers on the table. Where are you?
I came home thinking you didn't get anything done today anyway. And then you came home without any sign of remorse. You don't understand what I said, do you?
What? What are you talking about?
If you heard what I said this morning, at least come home early today. You'd at least welcome me home, right?
Well, I left work on time, and actually, I even got home a little earlier than usual. You said you wanted to stay here, so you chose a house close to your office.
What? Is it my fault?
Besides, we talked about work before we got married, right? I like my job. I don't want to quit.
I never told you to quit your job.
I said I'd include my career in the discussion.
Your career? You're a woman. We're not talking about your career right now, are we? I'm talking about your attitude and responsibility as a wife.
No. It has something to do with that. You can't just do what you want. Why don't you shorten your hours and work from home more?
Why are you blaming me so much? Why don't you apologize first? You should say, I'm sorry, I couldn't do my wife's work because of my job. Do you want a divorce? If this isn't the married life you imagined, then it's okay with me.
What? What's that? We've only been married for 3 days. The wedding is in 2 months.
Well, yeah, but if you're not willing to fix things, wouldn't it be better for our lives not to go to waste rather than just dragging on pointlessly?
I get it.
What?
I'll try to adjust my work schedule or something. I'm sorry.
You're sorry? That's great. I'm glad you're being so understanding. I guess I don't have to file for divorce this time.
Yeah, I guess.
Get rid of that paper.
I found divorce papers again.
Yes. Do you know why it happened again? If you don't reply, it means you don't understand. Most of the time, those who hurt others don't care about anything, so they don't even realize they're hurting others.
You don't have to put it like that. This is about the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, my company's barbecue.
I made the dish just as you told me to. I waited in line for half a day or more to get the souvenir you asked for, just like you told me to, even taking time off work for it.
Yeah, you're right. You just did what I told you to.
That's right. I haven't done anything weird, have I?
That's right. You didn't do anything, and yet you were pampered and flattered.
No. You told me to be careful because my reputation is also your reputation. That's why I was smiling all the time, not saying anything.
You think you're a good wife if you can only do what you're told? That's why you're no good. In the first place, a good wife is one who, when complimented, humbly says it was her husband's idea or something.
Oh no.
How many times have you done this? You want to be served divorce papers again? How many times are you going to hurt me or make me do something I don't want to do?
I'm sorry.
Come on, get a grip. I'm losing my mind. If you're going to learn from your mistakes this time, you can get rid of the divorce papers. Where are you now? You're a real jerk, you know that?
Where are you? We talked this morning. You said you were going to be late tonight.
I'm hungry. Get the food ready. You haven't even done the laundry.
Hey, Kevin, I just got off work. I'm on my way home. I told you I had to work late, didn't I?
Don't make excuses. If you're not home when I get home from work, you're not my wife anymore. I told you I'll divorce you if you don't shut up.
That again?
You're letting me down so much that I can't help but think you'll do it again, right?
I work too. I wanted you to at least think about sharing the housework.
What? You're being unusually defiant.
Maybe you're right.
What's with that attitude? You need to cook for me, clean for me, and do everything for me. If you don't like it, get a divorce.
I've already filed for divorce.
What?
I thought I'd had enough. I thought, why am I putting up with this? That's why I was carrying it around.
What? Just now?
I was in front of the courthouse when you called me. I thought it was the best timing. It was like a sign from God.
What? Wait. God?
I submitted the divorce papers to the night clerk at the courthouse.
What?
I'm going back to my parents' house.
What? Hey, to get a divorce, you need divorce papers.
I don't have to ask you for divorce papers. Divorce. How many dozens of divorce papers with your name on them have you slapped on me?
It's like, I did it to make you more worthy of being my wife.
When I see a huge stack of divorce papers, it's hard to believe anything other than that you really want a divorce.
No, so it's not.
Anyway, the divorce papers have been filed securely, so we're strangers now. My brothers will pick up the rest of my stuff this weekend.
What? Your brothers?
That's right. 2 people who go to the boxing gym you don't like every day.
What the hell? Pulling a fast one on me like this out of nowhere? Damn, I'm going to charge you alimony. You know what? Now, how much should I charge you?
Speaking of fees, I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer soon.
Huh? Why a lawyer?
Well, goodbye.
Let's talk it over. I think I can forgive you now. You can't turn back time, so we need to come to terms with each other, right? So you're ignoring me because I am now being humble? And just when I thought a certified mail had arrived. What do you mean by alimony?
If you received a content-certified mail, you'd understand.
I didn't do anything that requires me to pay a fee.
Did you not read the document I sent you?
The one that says I cheated on you? I don't know anything about that. Don't threaten me without proof. I know you're worried about your immediate financial situation because I divorced you, and you want some money. I'm not going to fall for that.
Hey, Kevin, don't you think that I have evidence of the affair when a professional lawyer is involved?
What?
He accepted my request because he has enough evidence to defend me. If you just clamor for compensation, you'll be shown the door. Can't you even think straight?
Really?
Besides, I don't have a low enough income to make my life difficult.
Huh?
I don't know why you look down on me, but I was making more than you. Well, it went down for a while because I shortened my hours.
For a while?
Yeah, we got divorced, so I told my boss I was going back to my old hours, and my boss was happy to take me back.
So, how much do you make now by any chance?
I'll leave that to your imagination. Well, anyway, you're gonna have to pay alimony, and you're gonna have to pay it in full. I won't accept anything but a lump sum.
Excuse me, do you have a minute? We once swore our love to each other before God, right? If you have tender feelings left for me... No, okay? I know you are kind and you'll definitely reply to me. Right?
What? You've already paid the alimony in full, and we're no longer in a relationship where we can casually discuss things like that. I'm going to block you, and I don't want you to contact me anymore. Your blatant flattery is so obvious, it's the worst.
I'm not flattering you. I'm just telling you the truth. You've always been so nice to me.
So, what's your point?
I'd like a temporary refund.
Huh? You do understand what it means to be demanded alimony, right? You want it back?
Actually, Heather also asked for alimony.
Heather. Oh, the woman you cheated on me with. The wealthy young lady you started a relationship with under the pretense of being single.
To think that after all the love we shared, she'd demand alimony from me and end things.
If you're serious about that, then I'm really pissed off.
Huh?
Why are you talking like a tragic hero when you could have been sued for marriage fraud?
Marriage fraud.
It's a pain when you don't even realize what you're doing, right? I think you got away with only paying alimony because the relationship fell apart before marriage or money matters got involved.
Seriously, but why? Why did Heather find out that I was married? As soon as I paid you alimony, I'm so broke that even my living expenses are in jeopardy, and the timing is so bad. If I don't do something, not only will my savings be reduced to zero, but I may have to take on debt as well.
You really are stupid, aren't you?
What the hell?
Didn't you ever consider the possibility that Heather and I are working together?
Huh?
Come to think of it, did I not mention it? I found out about your affair when I was contacted by Heather's parents.
Even her parents are in the picture?
I knew she is the daughter of a good family, and they do a certain amount of research on their boyfriends. They found out that you were married. They were very upset when they called me up. They said, "Your husband is cheating on you, and he's cheating on our daughter by pretending he's single." They provided me with a lot of evidence that they had thoroughly researched.
Seriously?
The timing of the alimony request was a result of their concern for me.
That's what happened. Help. How did I get into this mess? My only fault was to express my feelings to the woman I loved. Heather was my business partner, so her father got mad and told the president of my company to cancel the deal. And then he got mad. He made me quit. I had no place to go, and of course my mother told me not to come back. It's just my mother and me and my family. I'm sure she did that because she was hurt. I just wanted to show my love. I just wanted everyone to care about me.
Seriously? You're a stranger to me now. You're annoying. I just got off work and I'm finally taking a break. Don't send me depressing messages. Or better yet, don't even drop me a line.
Because I don't have anyone else to listen to me.
How old are you? I was going to wait and see before I blocked you, but I think I'm done. You're so annoying and bothersome.
Wait a minute. I'm worried about my mom.
Huh?
You're good friends with my mom. That's why I want you to talk to her.
Huh? You're consulting me?
My father passed away when I was 19, and so did both my grandma and grandpa. If my mother disowns me, she'll be left to grow old alone and lonely.
Hey, did she disown you without even asking you?
What?
Your mother got married to a man of the same age, whom she had been dating for 2 years.
Huh? Merry-go-round.
What?
I was in a hurry and my finger slipped when I tried to type Mary.
Calm down. Well, that's what it's all about. I don't think you need to worry about your mother. I heard that they have decided to enter a nursing home together when they retire, and they've already started making preparations.
They've already decided that much? I mean, how do you know? I'm her son and I didn't hear anything.
I think I was told about it first because I've been consulted about love matters as another woman. But in your case, perhaps she was about to talk to you about it when she found out about your terrible blunder, so she ended up not saying anything.
My terrible blunder.
You cheated on me, your wife. You were also deceiving a woman into thinking you were single. When your mother found out, she started crying and apologizing over and over again to me and Heather.
What?
It seems that your mother's boyfriend was trying to cheer her up, and they moved up their marriage plans.
Oh no, I'm going to be all alone. Long time no see. Do you remember me? If you love me, you'll remember me.
What? Love?
Your husband, whom you love.
My husband. My fiancé has a different ID.
It's Kevin.
What? Who?
Don't be shy. How could you forget me?
I blocked you. You went to the trouble of changing your ID to get in touch with me? That's creepy.
Don't talk to me like that. The reason I changed my ID is because I didn't have the money to pay my phone bill for a while, so I canceled my subscription. Now that I've finally paid off my debt, I can finally sign a contract for a new phone.
Wow, you were able to pay it off. That's great.
Maybe it's because I've been working so hard to distract myself from the loneliness of being on my own. Still, it was only a few years, but it felt like a long time.
So you changed your cell phone number and line ID because you signed a new contract?
That's what I meant. Please, sign up here.
What? I don't want to.
Don't say that. I know exactly how you feel.
My feelings?
I heard you're still single.
So what?
I heard it from someone and I was so touched that you were waiting for me. I prepared the marriage certificate, so I wrote it and submitted it to the courthouse right away. Let's live together again from now on.
Huh? I don't understand how you can think that way.
So, where do you live now?
I'm not going to tell you.
Well, why not? Because if you don't tell me, I can't get to you.
Don't come here. Nobody's waiting for you.
I'm single.
I'm single at the moment, but I have a live-in fiancé.
What?
Unlike you, he's sincere, kind, and healed me after I was hurt. I don't want you.
No way. Are you kidding me?
You're annoying.
What?
I'll have to think about changing my cell phone number and ID.
Kay.
I'll block you for now. Bye.
Kay.
He said, I will never know how much I hurt him. That's exactly what he said to me, and it made me realize what he meant. I was wondering where he got the idea that I was still in love with him. My friend said that he had been looking for me for a long time, but all our mutual friends knew what was going on. It seems that nobody helped him because of his past wrongdoings. Fortunately, I have moved out of my parents' house and live in another part of the U.S. I now live in my fiancé's hometown, so I don't think Kevin will ever find me. He seems to have realized this and has given up looking for me. That's probably why he slipped away to the other person he loved. But I heard that it turned out badly in Heather's house. He somehow slipped through security and shouted his love in front of her room. But a small man came out. He simply said that Heather had already moved out and that he was the current resident. Kevin mistook him for Heather's lover and went on a rampage. Moreover, he kept calling Heather's name as if he were crazy. He destroyed furnishings worth several thousands of dollars. He was later charged for the cost of repair and replacement. He was back to the days of debt hell again. He was taken to the police when he went on a rampage. It seems he had to fulfill his obligations before he could pay his debts. Heather found out about the incident and filed a restraining order against him. I followed the same procedure just to be safe. He called his mother in tears, saying that he regretted it a lot and that he couldn't stand life in jail. She answered the phone once, but after that, she never contacted him again. It seems she has blocked all contact. Kevin told me that he loved me, but as a result of all the restrictions and freedoms he had taken away from me, he now has no freedom of his own. And now he is in a place where he has no freedom at all. It's exactly what he deserves. I am living with my new family, supporting each other in the true sense of the word. A place where we can smile all the time, supporting each other. I want to nurture my new family with gratitude for my partner.
Congratulations, Luna. So you finally got your dream home?
Yes, we did. It looks like we'll be busy preparing for the move from now on.
When are you moving?
We're planning to do it next weekend.
I see. Well, make sure to let me know once you've done tidying up the new place. I'll come visit.
Sure. I'll contact you once we're finished.
You know, don't you think you've gone a bit overboard?
Overboard?
From what I heard from my son, it's a pretty big house with a yard and all.
We decided on the size of the land and house while thinking about the future. With a yard, the kids can play outside, and we thought it would be a comfortable place for the family.
Do you really need a yard? I think the neighborhood park should be more than enough. And when you say comfortable living, what kind of life are you dreaming of exactly? And you know, the biggest issue is the mortgage. Can you really keep up with the payments for such a fancy house?
Don't worry, Sophia. We've planned the mortgage carefully and saved up for a down payment. Plus, we both work, and I'll keep working too. We're aiming to pay it off before we turn 60.
Oh, that's surprisingly fast. But don't get too comfortable just yet. I haven't exactly approved of you two both working. Listen carefully. A woman's job is to take care of the home. It's disgraceful for a mother to go out to work when their kids are still so young. Back in the day,
That was unheard of. Women back then dedicated themselves entirely to housework and raising children. They didn't sacrifice their kids for the sake of money like you are. But Sophia, times are different now. It's really hard to raise kids these days without both parents working. Education costs keep rising, and when I think about the future, I can't afford not to work. Oh? And what exactly do you mean by that? Are you saying that Noah's income isn't enough? You're basically calling my son unreliable, aren't you? If that's your mindset, then getting married to him probably wasn't a great idea. No, that's not what I mean at all. There's a misunderstanding. I respect my husband, and I'm not saying his income is low. I just wanted to point out that, realistically, dual-income households have become the norm these days. Let me tell you something. Noah graduated from college and is an upstanding man anyone would be proud of. He's my pride and joy. I never thought I'd have to give him to someone like you, but since he chose you, I have to accept it. I understand. That's not what I'm trying to say. Taxes, social security costs, and living expenses have all gone up, haven't they? For our generation, it's pretty common for both spouses to work. On top of that, the cost of education for kids keeps rising. Things like extracurricular activities and tutoring aren't cheap. And when we think about the future, we simply can't manage without both of us working. It's not that I'm dissatisfied with Noah's income or anything like that. So now you're saying my generation had it easy? We had it much harder than you. We didn't have all these convenient appliances you have now. And yet, you people who have everything handed to you still find reasons to complain. Honestly, young people these days are way too indulgent. If you cut back more, maybe you wouldn't even need to work. That's not what I mean. I would never think that your generation had it easy. I just want you to understand that times have changed. The lifestyle, the cost of living, everything is different now compared to back then. Luna, you really have a way of saying things that rub me the wrong way. All you ever do is make excuses and show no sign of taking responsibility. No wonder Noah has such a hard time. Honestly, I'm starting to think he made a mistake when he chose you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything deep by it. I truly had no intention of upsetting you. I just wanted to be honest about how I feel. I'll make sure to choose my words more carefully from now on. This is why Noah must be struggling. Having a thoughtless wife like you? Living with someone who blurts out hurtful things without even realizing it. If it were me, I couldn't stand it. My poor son. He's doomed to a miserable life just because he married you. I'm sorry. Oh, it's not just Noah. Jack and Lily must have it hard too. Poor kids. Being stuck in after-school programs and extended care, unable to come straight home. Every day having to stay behind after all their friends have gone home. Imagine how lonely they must feel. Just thinking about it breaks my heart. Honestly, what kind of mother are you? You only care about yourself and don't even consider how your kids must feel. I'll do my best to make sure they don't feel lonely on weekends and evenings. There's nothing I can do about weekdays, but I pour all my love into them during the time we're together. That's not what I'm saying. No matter how much love you give, you can't fill the void of the time a mother isn't there. Because of you, Jack and Lily might end up with deep emotional scars. Don't you understand that? We're doing everything we can to put the kids first in our own way. These days, many families are raising kids while both parents work, and everyone is finding ways to make it work. Could you please respect how we're doing things? Fine, whatever. It seems pointless to say anything more. Since you went through all the trouble of building a new house,
I hope it's nice and tidy when you welcome me. Make sure you vacuum thoroughly and clean every corner. Also, have some good snacks and drinks ready. Don't forget my favorite cheesecake especially.
I understand. We're busy with all the moving, so I'm not sure how much we'll manage, but I'll do my best to tidy up as much as possible. I'll also make sure to prepare snacks and drinks to your liking. Once we've settled after the move, I'll let you know. Sophia, where are you right now?
I just got to the station. What's going on?
It looks like you forgot something at our place again. The clothes you bought today are still in a paper bag here. What should I do with them? I have plans to go out tomorrow so I can drop them off then. Would it be okay if I stopped by your house?
Oh, that? Just leave it there.
Huh?
I'm planning to stay over soon, so it's fine to deal with it then.
Wait, you're staying over?
What? Is there some kind of problem?
No, it's just that I hadn't heard about it.
I've already cleared it with Noah. Since I got the okay from my son, there shouldn't be an issue, right?
Oh, I see. I just hadn't heard anything from him, so I was a bit surprised. It's such short notice, so I'm a little caught off guard.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying you don't want me to stay? Is it that you really don't want me to come over?
No, that's not what I meant at all. It's just that we haven't prepared the bed or anything yet. It's such short notice, so we haven't had time to get anything ready.
That's no problem. I'll get a complete bed set sent your way tomorrow.
Huh?
Of course. Since I'll be staying, I'll take care of that much myself. I even bought a brand new bed set for it.
Oh, I see. Thank you. But if I may, there's no need to trouble yourself. We'll handle it so you don't need to send anything over.
What are you saying? I went through the trouble of buying it, so it needs to be used. Besides, you two are so busy, so I want to help however I can. Don't worry. Just leave everything to me.
Oh, I see. Thank you very much for that.
So, where should I put the bed? I know. How about the room next to Noah's? That's an empty room, right? The windows are big and you can see the yard. It's the best spot.
That room is going to be Lily's room. It's meant to be a kid's room, so we'll prepare a different room for you.
That's something to worry about later when she's older, isn't it? She's still young and doesn't need her own room yet. Besides, preparing a room for me should come first, don't you think? Since I'm staying over, obviously I need my own room. Once Lily is older, I'll just move to a different room, so it's fine.
Oh, well, we've already moved Lily's things into the kids' room. It would be a bit difficult for you to use it.
What are you saying? There's a perfectly good spacious room, so let me use it. Besides, I want to stay close to Noah. So let's settle on that, okay? I'll send over the bed and other things, so make sure to unpack them for me.
Other things? Are you bringing more than just the bed?
Of course. Pajamas, toiletries, and a few other essentials.
Wait, are you planning to stay for more than a few nights?
Obviously. I put in some serious effort to get a bed that's just for me.
Oh my.
Hey, Luna. It's already past 5 p.m. You're still not home?
I'll be finishing work soon, so I think I'll be home around 6.
What? 6 o'clock? The kids are saying they're hungry. Come home right now.
I'd love to, but I'm still at work. Could you just wait a little longer? And if the kids can't wait, could you please give them a little snack? There should be some in the kitchen cabinet.
They've already eaten everything.
What? All of it? I just bought several kinds the other day. There was so much, and it's all gone?
Listen, I'm at home every day, you know. Of course I'm going to snack on something.
Or are you telling me I can't even eat snacks?
I've been watching the kids for you every day, so I think I'm entitled to at least that much.
That's not what I meant. Those snacks were meant for the kids. They were pretty bland, so I figured they wouldn't be satisfying for an adult.
They were bland, I'll admit that, but I ate them anyway. There wasn't anything else to snack on. Luna, since I'm looking after the kids for you during the day, you should make sure to stock snacks specifically for me too. I'm already busy every day with housework and childcare. At the very least, I should be able to enjoy some snacks.
I'm sorry. I didn't expect you to be staying this long.
When I went to grab some juice from the fridge, all I found was mineral water. You should stock a wider variety of drinks.
I'm sorry. I usually do a big grocery run on the weekends for heavier items.
You really aren't very thoughtful, are you? Maybe it doesn't bother you since you're out working all day, but try putting yourself in my shoes, being stuck at home all day.
You said the other day that you'd be leaving in just a few days, didn't you? That's why I didn't expect you to stay this long, and I wasn't prepared with extra groceries or snacks for you.
What's the problem if I stay as long as I want? You have the space, don't you? This is my son's house, so let me do as I please. Besides, isn't it helpful to you that I'm here? I'm helping out with both housework and childcare. You should be thanking me.
I'm planning to send the kids back to after-school programs and extended care starting tomorrow.
What? Why? I'm here to watch them, so there's no need for after-school care or extended care.
Because I can't trust you to look after the kids.
Excuse me? I'm an experienced parent. I raised Noah to be a fine man, and now you're saying this to me? The kids would obviously prefer to spend their afternoons at home.
Yesterday when I got home, you weren't there. Where were you?
That was just a little errand. I only stepped out for a short while.
Leaving the kids alone at home is something I can't forgive. And on top of that, you came back late at night. You said you'd look after them, but this is far too irresponsible.
I'm not more irresponsible than you. You leave your kids with strangers and go off to work.
I leave them with trained professionals. And if you're going to criticize me, then Noah should get the same treatment. Raising kids is supposed to be a shared responsibility between husband and wife. So why is it that I'm always the one being blamed?
Noah is their father, so it's fine. Plus, he's the breadwinner. A man's job is to work outside the home, but you're their mother, aren't you? It's a fact that children without a mother at home will grow up to be delinquents. Back in the day, it was normal for mothers to be at home. It's always been true that kids from homes without a mother don't turn out well. Jack and Lily won't turn out well either. Because of their bad mother, their future is as good as ruined.
Please don't judge everything based on your values. These days, many families are raising kids while both parents work. Our kids are growing up well, and they're truly wonderful children. Sure, there might be times when they feel lonely because of our work, but we make an effort to spend quality time with them in the evenings and on weekends, focusing on open communication.
Oh, is that so? Well, if they turned out to be good-for-nothings, it'll be your responsibility, Luna. Make sure we don't end up with a slacker or a criminal in our family, okay? All our relatives are respectable people, after all.
You have no right to meddle in how I raise my kids. I'm doing my absolute best. And compared to someone like you who leaves kids unattended to go out and have fun, I'm raising them with a much stronger sense of responsibility.
How dare you? In the end, you're just neglecting housework and childcare for your own convenience. Even though I'm offering to help, you repay me with this attitude?
I'm upset because you're not helping them.
Yes, I'm the bad one, sure. You're so dramatic over me stepping out for a bit. Anyway, there's no food in the house, so hurry up and come home. A proper mother wouldn't leave her kids hungry. Luna, you don't need to make dinner for me tonight. I just went to an Italian restaurant with a friend earlier. I had a big plate of pasta and now my stomach feels so heavy. There's no way I can eat dinner. But still, it was such an amazing lunch. I even had some wine with it this afternoon.
Sophia, if I recall correctly, you mentioned that you were planning to return to your house today, didn't you? It's been over a month since you started staying here. When exactly are you planning to leave? Were you planning to eat dinner and then head back? There will be no more dragging things out to stay longer. You absolutely need to leave today.
Oh, don't be so mean. Living alone is lonely, you know. And since I'm already here in your new house, I'd like to take my time and enjoy it a bit more. It's so spacious and comfortable. Besides, Noah told me I could stay as long as I want. Can I just stay here forever?
Then I'm leaving.
What? Luna, you're leaving? Wait a minute, what do you mean?
Please, take your time and enjoy yourself. I've had enough of putting up with your selfishness. Day after day, you do whatever you please, and I'm completely fed up.
Am I really such a burden to you?
Yes, I'm exhausted from taking care of your selfish and inconsiderate behavior. I have no intention of putting up with your unreasonable demands any longer. Noah always takes your side and doesn't understand my feelings at all. I've reached my limit. I'm taking the kids and going back to my parents' house. I want to spend some time with the kids, relax, and think about what to do next.
Oh, I see. Here I was, humbling myself and asking nicely. If you're so eager to leave, then go ahead and leave. What an attitude you've got. Honestly, I think I'd be better off without a daughter-in-law like you. I'll just stay here in your new house. By all means, go right ahead and leave. Don't mind me. Just go ahead and do whatever you want.
I will. Take care then. Goodbye.
Luna, what are you thinking?
Why are you hitting me up so late?
I can't believe this. I heard from my son. You're getting a divorce, aren't you?
Yes.
Are you serious?
I am. I'm already in the process of discussing the divorce with my husband.
You've got to be kidding me. You're going to make Noah a divorced man? You have no right to ruin my beloved son's life.
Yes, I've made up my mind about the divorce.
Don't you dare tarnish Noah's reputation. Once he's divorced, it'll be harder for him to remarry. And don't forget, you have kids. As their mother, shouldn't you put your children first? Divorce is absolutely out of the question.
This is the result of your own actions. You plan to move in with us without consulting anyone.
What are you talking about? I don't know anything about such a plan.
I got my husband to confess. You were planning to subtly move in with us once the new house was ready, weren't you? At first, you said you'd just stay for a few days to make me let my guard down. Then, little by little, you started staying longer, ensuring I had no opportunity to refuse, and ultimately creating a situation where cohabitation became a done deal. I heard everything from Noah.
Luna, think about it. It's not a bad idea, is it? If I'm here, the kids wouldn't have to go to after-school programs and could come straight home. And having an adult at home all the time is reassuring, don't you think? You could focus on your job without worry, and the kids wouldn't feel lonely. It's a win-win for everyone, right?
You are not someone I can trust. You look over the kids' room without permission, ate all the snacks meant for them, and even abandon your promise to look after the kids so you could go out for lunch and shopping with your friends. And according to the kids, even when you're home, you just sit around eating snacks and watching TV, barely interacting with them. You prioritize your own enjoyment over the safety and well-being of the children. Far from being reassuring, it's actually better when you're not here.
I'll be more careful from now on. I promise I'll never leave the kids alone again, and I won't eat their snacks without asking. Isn't that enough? If I just change my ways, there shouldn't be any problem, right?
It's not enough, and that's why we're here now. I can't imagine leaving my kids with someone I don't trust.
But...
And during weeknights and weekends, when I want to spend time with the kids, you give me unreasonable orders or drag me along on unnecessary shopping trips. I don't want my precious time with my kids being disrupted by you. Our lives run more smoothly and meaningfully when you're not here. Having you around makes things inefficient, wasteful, and stressful. Even at home, I can't relax because I'm constantly on edge.
I understand. From now on, I'll do everything myself. I'll help out properly with housework and childcare. And I promise I won't eat the kids' snacks anymore. So please, come back home. I'll make sure Noah apologizes properly too. He's really feeling down about all of this. He's genuinely reflecting on everything.
That's his own fault. Even when I talked to him before about your constant mistreatment, he chose to ignore it. Not only that, but he turned a blind eye to everything, refused to help with childcare, and even tricked me into that cohabitation plan with you. I've completely lost faith in him due to his irresponsibility. My patience ran out a long time ago.
But, housework and childcare? Well, Noah is a man after all. Men can't really handle housework and childcare like women can. You should cut him some slack.
Being a man or a woman has nothing to do with it. I work full-time too. I can't accept being expected to do all the housework and childcare on top of that.
But Noah works late every day, doesn't he? He's tired, so it's only natural he can't manage housework or childcare as well.
He's just out drinking late, so that's no excuse. In fact, his uncooperative attitude in every aspect of our lives is more than enough reason for a divorce. I was a fool to believe in him. That's why I'll never make the same mistake again. I'll divorce him and raise the kids on my own.
Oh, really? Then do whatever you want. But just so you know, if you two get divorced, this house will belong to Noah. I won't let you have it no matter what.
Go ahead. I have no interest in keeping a new house that comes with a meddling mother-in-law.
Who are you calling a meddling mother-in-law?
Anyway, are you sure about this?
Sure about what?
Can Noah even manage to pay the mortgage? Without my income, I doubt he can keep up with the payments.
Of course he can. If he's able to put up a big house, he's definitely okay.
I explained this at the beginning. Noah was only able to take out the mortgage because we're both working. On his income alone, he couldn't have qualified for the loan. Without me, most of his salary will go toward the mortgage, and he won't be able to make ends meet.
That can't be true. Wait, hold on. Noah's sitting next to me and he's saying it's true. He's saying we might have to sell the house at this rate.
Well, that's probably what will happen.
What? Are you telling me we'll have to sell the house we just built?
This is your own fault.
You're the one who made him borrow more than he could handle. A smaller house would have been fine.
It was my husband who wanted a bigger house because he was planning for you to live with us, remember?
Luna, this is your dream home, isn't it? You spent so much time preparing for it, didn't you? Are you actually fine with just walking away from it like this?
Yes, I don't need a new house filled with bad memories.
But Noah says he's going to change. He promised he'll never make you feel this way again. Please, can't you reconsider?
Please don't go through with the divorce. I'll reconsider on the condition that you leave. Stop interfering in our lives from now on. But that's impossible for you, isn't it? Well, the truth is, I already sold my house. I have nowhere else to go. Then it's impossible. Actually, even if you were out of the picture, I think it still wouldn't have worked. I can't trust Noah anymore. He's been dishonest, dodges issues, and is just plain irresponsible. The torment I've endured for so long isn't something I can forget easily. That's why I'm genuinely happy to cut ties with both of you. From now on, I'll be free from these troublesome relationships and can live peacefully. Wait, please reconsider. I swear, I won't mistreat you anymore. I'll do the housework so that you and Noah can focus on your work without worry. I'll be a good grandmother to the kids. People who have been so awful can't just change overnight with a bit of effort. If you were capable of being a good mother-in-law, you wouldn't have mistreated me in the first place. It's because your nature is rotten to the core that you could dedicate so much time and energy to something as petty as mistreating your daughter-in-law. Do you understand? You have no potential to become a good grandmother or mother-in-law. So please, go ahead and live with your beloved son to your heart's content. As for me, I'm a completely different kind of person, so this is goodbye. Not long after, Noah called to apologize. He begged me to reconsider the divorce, claiming he was sorry and had reflected on his actions, but my decision remained unchanged. During the divorce, I demanded alimony and child support from my husband. The alimony was compensation for the emotional distress caused by his repeated neglect and Sophia's constant harassment. The child support, of course, was to cover the living expenses for our children. With his low income, my husband quickly drowned in debt due to the alimony and child support payments. In the end, the new house was put up for sale, and Noah and Sophia moved into a small apartment together. They must have been devastated, thinking they'd be living in that big, brand new house, only to end up in an apartment. For Sophia, who had been planning to rely on us financially for all her living expenses, it must have been a rude awakening to realize how little Noah actually earned. She must be feeling pretty hopeless now that she knows her son's take-home pay is significantly lower than mine. The reality of their situation is far from the luxurious retirement she must have envisioned. It seems Sophia is now being pressured by Noah to take on a part-time job, so it's likely only a matter of time before she starts working. Still, since she gets to live with her beloved son forever, she probably has no regrets, right? As for me, I initially moved back to my parents' house after the divorce, but with the alimony I received from Noah, I was able to buy a house near my parents' place. Now, I live there with my 2 kids. Of course, I didn't tell Noah or Sophia where the house is located. My days are busy with work, housework, and raising my kids, but I'm far happier now than I ever was when I was married. Thank you very much for earlier. I felt quite nervous, but I'm grateful for the opportunity to meet you. I look forward to building a happy family together with Gabriel from now on. I hope we can rely on your support in the years ahead. Wait a minute. I think you're misunderstanding something. Pardon me? Who expressed approval of you marrying my son? What do you mean? Nobody said it's okay for you to marry my son, right? As far as I recall, even my husband didn't mention anything about your marriage. Please, don't make assumptions, okay? No way. Today, we came to seek approval for Gabriel and my marriage. Since everything went smoothly, I was considering starting to plan the wedding, but... Oh, really? Don't make me laugh. We come from a long line of beautiful wives, you know? We don't approve of marrying someone who's not attractive. What?
Didn't you hear what my husband said?
What did he say?
He said, I'm sorry, but you need to get the hell out of here. He's so timid. He should have said it louder.
Oh no, I didn't notice at all.
I wish you could sense the atmosphere at least. Marrying into our family with that level of unattractiveness is absolutely out of the question. Dad feels the same way, so there's no chance for you to marry my son.
That's really harsh. Gabriel and I have been living together for over a year. He always compliments me. He has never said such a terrible thing to me. And yet...
Ah, that child has no sense of judgment.
Huh?
So today was more about us evaluating you. It wasn't really about getting to know you. What a misunderstanding that was.
But we are adults. The decision to marry or not is ultimately up to Gabriel and me, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's why Gabriel has decided.
Decided about what?
I've been telling you. The marriage with you isn't going to happen.
We both already decided to get married. We've loved each other for so long. We talked about getting married. So we came to see you for your blessings.
You may have thought so, but my son felt differently.
Huh?
He seemed to have become anxious about whether it's okay to proceed with the marriage as it stands.
What made him feel that way?
Of course it's about whether you're attractive or not. If you're not attractive, I want to reconsider the marriage. I'll tell my son about this instead.
What?
You didn't pass because you're not attractive enough.
Excuse me? Are you being serious? I can't believe Gabriel's mother is such a terrible person.
Obviously. Why would I joke about such a thing?
Wait a minute. Does Gabriel truly feel that way? Did he genuinely mean what he said?
That's right. If you think it's a lie, you should ask Gabriel directly. After all, we're Gabriel's parents, you know. We're just here to support him.
Well, in that case, would it mean breaking off the engagement?
You're right. I don't think breaking off the engagement is the right term here, since there might not have been an engagement to begin with.
What? It's too one-sided.
You really believed you were good enough for my son, didn't you?
What do you mean?
My son works for an elite company and lives in a nice apartment. He's out of your league. You should have been aware of that and refrained yourself. It's because you shamelessly clung to my son that things turned out like this. Talk about being oblivious to your own station.
What? You came to our apartment?
Of course! My son showed me around.
You two were sneaking around when I'm not home? I can't believe both you and Gabriel.
Oh, my husband was with us too.
What?
Living in such a luxurious apartment, even if it's a rental, seems a bit extravagant for someone like you. My son deserves a woman who matches that level of lifestyle, don't you think?
Wow.
What I'm trying to say is, I'm looking for a suitable partner for my son.
Huh?
Well, I already have someone in mind. She's a nice girl from a good family, and she suits my son way better than you do.
That's terrible.
Oh, was that necessary? If you truly love Gabriel, you should confront reality. Acknowledge your shortcomings and gracefully step back. You'll never be enough for my son.
What a dreadful family. I'm utterly disillusioned now.
Well, I believe it's quite common for parents to wish for their son's happiness. Don't you agree?
I've heard enough. Excuse me. Mom?
Hi, Miranda. What's wrong? I thought you were meeting with Gabriel's parents today.
Yeah.
You must have been nervous.
Yeah.
My little girl is getting married. You were so tiny, and now you're all grown up. I'm sure your father in heaven is happy and relieved too. He used to worry if you could get married, because you were quite a tomboy.
I see. I don't remember much about it.
I don't blame you. That was a long time ago. We worked so hard together after your father passed away. We were a good team. I'm going to be a little sad, but I'll be happy if you'll be happy.
That's the thing, Mom.
Is everything okay?
I'm not getting married anymore.
Wait, what do you mean?
The engagement is called off.
Why? You and Gabriel were so in love.
Well, this is what happened.
Miranda, you suddenly stopped responding to me without finishing our conversation. Are you breaking off the engagement with my son? We're already in the process of arranging his marriage.
Arrangement? So that's what he wants to do?
You haven't talked to him about it yet?
He hasn't been home in a while now. There's no way I can talk to him, even if I wanted to.
Isn't that clear enough for you? He doesn't want to deal with you. He probably feels bad and just wants to keep everything low-key. You don't get that?
What? Isn't it excessively harsh to unilaterally break off the engagement without even having a conversation? That's too much.
There are a lot of women who want to marry my son.
What?
He works for a well-known company nationwide, right? And with his dedication, he's on track for a significant promotion. Women in the world wouldn't just overlook a man who can work and earn money, would they? So, you know what? It seems that among the women I had my eye on, there's someone who fits my son's taste.
Did you really have to tell me that? You wanted me to call off the engagement for some dumb reason. I can't even talk to Gabriel. And yet, a woman who fits him appears? What's going on with that?
Well, that's just how it is. I hope you've come to your senses. You can't be a part of our family. You're not suitable. A man like my son, who works for a well-known company with a high income, should marry a woman who is worthy of it.
I see. You have no idea who I am, do you?
Huh? What are you talking about? You're just the woman that got dumped by my son.
Please don't think this will end here. I don't want to get involved with you again.
Likewise. Miranda, long time no see. Are you still living in the apartment?
That's the reason you reached out? You really are a piece of shit.
Whoa, calm down. Can you please move out there as soon as possible?
Huh?
Actually, I'm marrying the woman my mom introduced me to. We've already set a date for the wedding.
I see. I had no idea you were that kind of person. I'm blindsided.
And we're going to move into that fancy apartment after the wedding. We need to prepare things for the house, so please leave as soon as possible.
You're really clueless, aren't you?
I understand that you're frustrated.
Huh?
You were supposed to marry me, but you weren't good looking enough, so... I know you were dreaming about marrying me, but oh well.
Get over yourself. I'm grateful that this happened.
Stop acting tough.
Don't ever reach out to me again. I don't want anything to do with you.
Likewise. Just a quick reminder. Don't you ever think of crawling back to me and asking me to marry you. Blame your parents for being ugly.
How much of a piece of shit are you?
Hey, Gabriel just called me. He said you got him fired from his company. He's about to get married. He can't lose his job. What are you going to do?
What am I going to do about it? Absolutely nothing. I'm sure Gabriel saw that coming.
What do you mean?
You know the company that he used to work for? I work there too.
What?
My mother is also the CEO of that company.
What? She's the CEO?
Yeah, she is. It was my father's company, but after he fell sick and passed away, my mother decided to run the company after him. I believe it was my mother's hard work that made the company successful.
But why is Gabriel fired?
You really don't know anything, do you?
Huh?
He was fired from his previous company.
Fired?
He was often late and had a bad work ethic. He was always on his phone playing games during work hours. Since his sales performance wasn't improving, and considering his attitude, his boss finally gave up on him.
I didn't know anything about that.
I mean, it doesn't look good for him, so why would he tell you?
Then how does he work for your company?
Because of my mother. She doesn't want me to marry someone who's unemployed.
Why would she revoke it if she was the one who offered it? You said something unnecessary, didn't you?
I didn't say anything unnecessary. I was just being honest about what had happened since our meeting. It's my mother, you know.
You probably shouldn't have said anything. Now Gabriel is fired.
Pardon me?
Convince the CEO to give his job back.
You want me to do that? Why would I do such a thing? Why would this company hire a man who doesn't have the guts to handle business himself? You've got to be kidding me.
You're enjoying this, huh? You enjoy seeing Gabriel getting depressed, don't you?
Huh? That's not my thing. You're the one who finds pleasure in others' misfortune. You call me ugly, and you say I'm not good enough for your son. You said I can't be a part of your family because I'm not attractive enough. Those are words that can simply hurt someone's feelings. How can you say such things?
Ugh, we're not getting anywhere with this. I'll talk to your mother directly.
Sure, go ahead.
Excuse me, are you the CEO? I'm Gabriel's mother.
Yes, I am. Gabriel's mother. Karen, right? How can I help you?
I heard that my son got fired.
That's right. Before my daughter's marriage, I learned that your son was terminated from his previous job. I didn't want my daughter to marry someone without employment, so I extended an offer of employment to him. However, given the recent events surrounding the engagement and your conversation with my daughter, it seems there's no longer a reason for him to remain with my company.
But please, it was Miranda's fault.
How is it my daughter's fault?
Well, Miranda has been disrespecting and mistreating my son who lost his job. Moreover, she has shown anger towards the notion of being with an unemployed man, engaging in promiscuous behavior. Given these circumstances, it's understandable that my son would want to end the engagement. It likely wasn't an easy decision for him. However, I found it strange that he was fired, prompting me to contact you. Could you please reconsider rescinding the job offer? I'm begging you.
Miranda did that?
Yes. Maybe not around you. That's the kind of woman she is.
That's odd, because as soon as she learned he was fired, she came to me seeking help for him. The next day, she approached the executives, seeking their approval. It's hard to believe that Miranda would act in such a manner towards Gabriel, especially considering what she did for him. She was genuinely looking forward to working with him.
Oh, really? Gabriel never mentioned anything about that to me.
Well, it's not looking good for him right now. It was Gabriel who betrayed Miranda's kindness, not the other way around. So why would I hire Gabriel?
Well, then he'll end up unemployed.
Actually, I happen to know the president of the company where Gabriel used to work. From what I've heard, he had quite a bad track record. Tardiness, unauthorized absences, lack of seriousness, and intimidation of colleagues. He faced numerous internal complaints, and it seems his boss finally decided to fire him. Unfortunately, Gabriel didn't seem to understand the reason for his dismissal, did he?
Is that true? Gabriel did all that?
Yes. Ma'am, I don't think any employer would hire someone with a bad track record, right? Before you approach me directly, wouldn't it be more prudent to focus on re-educating your son?
What?
Do me a favor. Please refrain from contacting me or my daughter in the future. Thank you and goodbye.
Miranda!
What's up? How did it go talking to my mother?
Well, about that, she seems very upset.
Absolutely. Any mother would feel upset after being told such an outrageous story. Besides, Gabriel has always had a bad reputation. No company would hire someone like that.
Then what about his future? He's about to get married.
That's none of my business. Let me tell you another thing. That apartment that you liked so much, it was under my name.
Huh?
Just think about it. How can a man who gets fired at his job and has no savings can afford it? I'm canceling the lease at the end of this month. Please make sure to inform Gabriel about that.
Oh no.
The other day, your son reached out to me telling me to move out of the apartment. Is he out of his mind? Just to clarify, I highly doubt there are any landlords willing to lease a property to someone without a job.
Then where are they going to live?
That sounds like their problem. I have nothing to do with that.
No savings? No job? No place to live? How does he plan to support himself after getting married?
Well, I guess we'll see.
Please, I beg you. Can you help him even just to find a job? Please, talk to your mother and ask her to reconsider.
No way. Our company is made up of diligent employees, and the atmosphere is very peaceful. We can't let an arrogant person like Gabriel into such an environment. I decline.
Don't say that. You lived with him, right? You loved him, right? You wanted to marry him, remember? Then help him. I don't care if you marry my son.
Do you think I'm stupid? You're ugly, so I reject you. You don't fit into our family. Those are the exact words you told me. So why would I even consider helping your son? You've got to be kidding me.
Miranda, please.
I would never help you guys in my life. Please do not contact me again. I will ask for compensation from you and your son.
Compensation?
Yes, since I couldn't even talk to him in person, and the engagement was called off unilaterally without any reason, you know.
No way. There's no way he can pay you.
My mother already hired a good lawyer, so just talk to our lawyer.
That's troublesome.
Remember what I told you?
Huh?
I told you, don't think this will just end easily. Well then, let's leave it to the law. I'll block all your contact information from now on. Oh, please give my regards to your son.
Miranda, wait! I'm not done talking! Miranda!
After Gabriel lost his job and was unable to stay in the apartment due to it not being in his name, his fiancée decided to call off the marriage outright. Given the unstable circumstances, it's a logical decision. Gabriel, being forced to leave the apartment, reluctantly returned to his parents' home. However, with Gabriel unable to cover his living expenses and the compensation, relying solely on Karen's pension, they had to sell their family home. Now, they seem to be living modestly with the remaining money from the sale, but it's only a matter of time before they run out. I don't know what will happen to them next. Well, it's no longer my concern. I am working as hard as I can for the company, cooperating with my mother. I'm also excited about the prospect of being promoted to department manager soon, which adds even more meaning to my work. Armando, sorry for the sudden message. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, no problem. What's up? You had your checkup today, right? Did something happen?
No, the baby is doing well. They told me it's still early, so I need to be very careful. It's my first pregnancy, so I need to do a lot of research. There are so many things I don't understand either.
Maybe you should just let nature take its course. You're going to be a mom, so there's a lot to look into. I'll support you as much as I can. My parents are very happy about it. What's up?
I was just thinking that you're going to be a dad too, so you should be more than happy. Besides, not only supporting me, you need to study too, okay? I think parenting is supposed to be done together by husband and wife.
Okay, I'll do my best in my study about being a good dad. Your parents passed away early, and the only close relatives are your grandparents. If you're going to have the baby at home, it'll be at my parents' house. So let's go home together this weekend.
Actually, about that, let's try to do our best together as much as possible, okay? I'm not thinking about going back home because I want us to do our best together as a married couple. And maybe could you tell your mother to hold off on the visits for a bit?
What's wrong with you? Why are you saying that all of a sudden?
She came to our house almost every day without an appointment. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't want to be stressed out in the future.
What are you talking about? You won't be stressed out since you don't need to take care of Mom. She's my mother. Mom wants a carefree relationship with you too, so you can depend on her more. She's the only mother you have, right?
But she doesn't even care when I was lying down with a migraine. She just entered the house, then said that if I keep lying down, I won't be able to give birth to a healthy child. She forced me to eat lukewarm vegetable soup too. She peeked into the fridge and stole things like ham and cheese. She made me clean the house with a rag because she thinks that I don't clean well enough. I can't do that since my morning sickness gets worse nowadays.
Well, it's true that our house is full of dust these days. It can't be helped.
What did you say?
I heard that my grandmother also educated my mom strictly about that. That's the way it's supposed to be. I don't mean to take her side, but I can understand why it bothered her to have the room filled with dust. She only grows enough crops for her own family now, but she used to be a hard-working farmer. I'm grateful for my mother's kindness.
After we got married, until I told her I was pregnant, she's been a very good mother-in-law, keeping a good distance from me. I feel like she's suddenly changed. Maybe she doesn't want any grandchildren.
No, that's not true. Both my mom and dad are really looking forward to see their grandchildren. I'm sure of it. Anyway, I'll let my mom know that you don't feel comfortable having her visiting our house every day.
Thanks. That would be great. She usually comes in here in a bad mood and often gives me some lectures about how to clean the house and hang the laundry. It's very stressful for me. She also told me that when she was at my age, her mother-in-law used to laugh at her if she couldn't do cleaning properly. She is full of sarcasm. I felt so depressed. I think this isn't good for my baby too since I'm pregnant.
Don't worry about that. I think she was only joking. My grandmother was very strict, so maybe that's why Mom wants to discipline her daughter-in-law in the same way. The fact is, you don't know much about house chores, so why don't you be a big girl and learn from her? It's good to learn, isn't it?
What kind of mother-in-law was your grandmother? Did she bully her daughter-in-law?
What? My grandmother spent her last years in a retirement home where she died, but she was a kind, normal grandmother. By the way, my dad said we can do whatever we want with our warehouse.
Are you talking about that old warehouse behind your parents' house? You said it was full of junk and hasn't been opened in years. So, what are you going to do with that old warehouse?
It's old, but it's sturdy, and there's a huge carpet inside. I heard that giving birth at home is the latest trend.
Is that so? I've never heard of it.
I think giving birth at home is a good idea. Pregnant women can give birth in the most relaxing place. The whole family can wait for the baby, and there's no need for immediate hospitalization.
There may be some disadvantages, so I'll have to look into it. What if there are hygiene problems and some other emergency matters?
Well, I think it will be nice to have the whole family to support the childbirth. It doesn't sound like it would cost a lot of money either. I feel there are a lot of advantages for giving birth at home.
If you are being stingy and I end up in an emergency room at the hospital during childbirth, you'll have to pay more for that. It's my first childbirth, so I want to make sure I have the best support.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it later. So, if you're going to have the baby at home, you can have it there.
What?
So, you can clean up inside. Except for my dad's fishing gear, he said we can throw everything away. I'm glad to know that you can give birth to the baby at home.
What are you talking about? Are you kidding me? I just told you, didn't I? I'm not going back to my hometown, and I'm not having the baby at home.
Don't say that. Let's just get this over with, one step at a time.
Wait a minute. Don't decide on your own. I'm the one who's going to give birth, remember?
I'm sorry that Mom said all those terrible things to you.
Huh?
I'm having a hard time since you don't get along well with Mom. Next weekend, let's go thank my mom and dad together, okay?
Thank your parents?
I'm going back to work. I might be a little late today.
You always come home very late whenever you say that. Just come home early today for sure, okay? It's important. We need to discuss it properly.
Well, it's for my lovely wife, so I'll do my best.
That's a promise you must keep. We had this conversation, but my husband, Armando, came home after 10 p.m. and he was drunk. So as expected, I couldn't talk to him. I guess maybe he feels that it's hard to suddenly become a father. We had been married for 2 years and had been taking it easy, letting nature take its course and hoping to have a baby when it came. My husband doesn't really understand about pregnancy and childbirth, and my mother-in-law is a control freak woman. I'm a pregnant woman who is having a headache every day by dealing with people like them.
Cindy, where are you? I heard you ran away from home. Are you aware that you're in your last month of pregnancy? Where in the world are you?
I'm at our apartment. I can't do this anymore.
Seriously? What are you talking about? You're going to be a mother soon. You need to be tough, and you're not trying hard enough. If you don't get your act together, the baby inside you is gonna be worried.
It's just impossible. I went to your parents' house today because your mother suddenly called me. That alone was hard enough. Not only the relatives, but even the neighbors were gathered there. Then your mother suddenly introduced me to those people. I had to serve tea while struggling with my big belly, and everyone asked me lots of questions. And then they all went on and on about the ins and outs of giving birth at home. What on earth was your mother trying to do?
They're all concerned since it's your first time to give birth, so don't take it personally. The culture in the countryside is just like that. People treat you as a family member.
I heard your mother gave birth to you in that warehouse. She was working even in the last month of pregnancy and went out to the fields right after the birth. She told me in a very grumpy way. I don't want to suffer from the same fate.
Yes, I heard that my mother gave birth to me at that warehouse. It's in the countryside. She said that a midwife helped her during the childbirth. That must have been a memorable birth, right?
Of course not. Besides, I heard that your grandmother took the baby. I can't imagine a childbirth like that.
Oh, really? I didn't know about that.
Are you telling me that your mother will be the midwife during my childbirth? You gotta be kidding me. I started shuddering just by thinking about it.
Of course she will. You need a certificate to become a midwife, and Mom has it.
That's not what I meant. I don't want my mother-in-law to be there for my childbirth. I don't want to be seen by her.
But I might be at work when you go into labor, so I won't be at your side. Don't you think it would be safer to have someone by your side at that time?
No way. I don't feel safe at all with your mother beside me. I'd rather be alone than to be together with that grumpy woman.
What's wrong with you? You seem to be hysterical. Is there a problem with your hormonal balance? It's hard for me too, being caught between my wife and mother. Just listen to what Mom tells you. It's as simple as that. If you don't get along with my parents, you are going to face more hardship in the future.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
I'm the eldest son in the family, so I have to live with my parents sooner or later.
I didn't hear anything about living together with your parents. You are the eldest son, and the farm owned by your family is now out of business. That's what your mother said when we got married. We should create a lifestyle together that fits us. I don't think we have to live together with your parents.
You're so silly. Why can't you understand Mom's true intention? Our ancestors have been farmers for generations, and it must be hard to give up the fields we inherited. That's why we need to live together. I'll work outside the house, and you can help the farm with my parents. We're going to have a baby. It's the best timing, right?
Oh my God, my stomach's aching.
Seriously? Are you okay?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Maybe I'm just too excited. I'm going to the hospital from now.
Pull yourself together, Cindy. The baby is my parents' long-awaited first grandchild. If anything happens, call me right away.
I'll call you later.
Cindy, where are you now? You just texted me that you're going back home and you need some time alone. I don't understand it all. What on earth is going on? Please explain to me, Cindy. I'll let Mom know about this, okay? I don't care if you regret it later. You finally read my message. What on earth were you thinking, Cindy? Where have you been all this time? I've asked your grandparents and your friends, but nobody's heard anything from you. You only left a short note, but you read my messages, so the police wouldn't take any action against you. I'm so anxious, you know. Can you tell me what happened?
I was at your parents' house the whole time.
Huh?
You said you were going to report to your mother. You never called your parents even once. Can you explain that to me? Were you afraid that your parents will find out that your wife ran away from you?
It's not like that. It's just, I didn't want them to worry.
Well, that's okay. After you finish your work today, please come over to your parents' house.
My parents' house, okay. How's your health? Are you eating enough? By the way, I took the food delivery and ate some instant food all the time. As my wife, you should take responsibility for that.
I'm fine. Your mom taught me how to make molokea salad.
Oh, that's good. It's a wife's duty to learn the taste of her husband's family. But I thought you hate molokea. I'm proud of Mom because she made you overcome your dislikes.
It was hard when I had morning sickness, but now it tastes great.
We grow vegetables in our garden. You should ask Mom to teach you how to farm too. And you should keep eating it.
Why don't you learn from your mother then?
Well, farmers need strong women to take care of everything. My father doesn't do much work. I don't think a man would be of much use. Why don't you let Mom teach you? She's a good teacher. You don't get many great teachers like that nowadays.
Yeah, she was a really good mother-in-law. You know what? Molokea is rich in folic acid, which is necessary for pregnant women. Also, you should avoid ham and natural cheese in the first trimester of pregnancy. I was surprised when I looked it up later. I'm ashamed of my ignorance. Your mother is really well educated.
Glad to hear that you're willing to accept the fact now. You should thank Mom and listen to her. If you do that, you'll be safe from now on. Are you trying to live together with them now? You should have said something to me about that. I'm sure we'll have a great family now. 5 of us, including the baby, and we'll live happily ever after.
Once again, looking back at what you said, it's really irritating. Messages are so handy in a situation like this.
What are you talking about?
I saw the messages you sent to your mother.
Huh?
The more I look at those messages, the more I realize how much it sucks. You told your mother that I want to live with her and her husband to help the farm in the future. Also, that I want to raise my child in the countryside and help to bridge the gap between your parents and the people around them. I didn't say anything like that. How dare you told so many lies to your mother?
I thought it would go more smoothly if I said it was my wife's idea. I've been thinking about it a lot myself.
You told your mother that since I grew up with my grandparents, she'll have to be very strict with me. Moreover, you said that I'm a penny pincher, that I don't want to hire someone to do the housework. So you told your mom to let me do all the housework. I can't believe you convinced your mother to be a snitch. What on earth are you thinking? I've never heard of a son forcing his own mother to be a wife beater. Your mother must have been in a lot of pain.
To call my mom a wife beater is an exaggeration. She was just trying to educate you so that you can be a good farmer's wife.
I don't think so. Don't say it like your mother did it. It was your order, wasn't it? To top it off, she said it was my dream to have a home birth and that I want to use the warehouse where you were born. Those are lies.
I was just trying to do the right thing.
Stop kidding me. Your mother is almost neurotic over this matter. That's why she's so grumpy. I can understand her feeling now.
What? Why? Isn't it exciting to have a son and a grandson born at the same place?
Are you crazy? Where in the world would a pregnant woman like to give birth in a dingy warehouse with zero sanitation? Your mother had no choice at that time because your grandmother was bullying her. I feel sorry for your mother.
What do you mean by bully?
Your mother cried and told me that she was in pain because she remembered what her mother-in-law did to her. Can you explain the details?
Crying? Why?
Your grandmother was the worst woman in the neighborhood. She must have been a terrible person.
No, she wasn't. She was a kind grandmother to me.
The neighbors were really surprised when you were born. You're not even 30 years old yet, so it was only 30 years ago. It wasn't during the war or anything, okay? In those days, most mother-in-laws made their children's wives work like slaves and bullied them like forcing them to give birth in a dirty warehouse. Both lives of the mother and child were in danger because there's a high possibility of infection during the childbirth. That's why she only gave birth to you. You didn't know that, did you? Your mother is suffering alone.
I didn't know about that at all.
If it's the trend nowadays that I want to use the warehouse for childbirth, she'd like to respect that. But she wanted to convince me to give it up because it wasn't safe after all. That's why she got the neighbors and relatives all gathered to tell me the details about home births. I think that's her true intention. It was a form of kindness from the neighbors and your mother. I feel bad that I didn't listen to everyone's opinion calmly at that time.
I had no idea about that. To me, my grandmother was a kind woman who had a lot of knowledge about everything. I wonder why she was bullying my mother.
I think it's because your grandmother was a penny pincher.
I'm sorry, but really, I was just trying to be a nice husband to you. I didn't mean to make you or Mom suffer.
As the conclusion, I'm divorcing you.
Huh? What are you talking about? Calm down. No one would allow you to do such thing. First of all, what are you going to do after the divorce? You're heavily pregnant and you have no relatives to rely on.
For your information, I have parents.
What? Your parents died and you don't have any siblings. Did you lie to me about that?
To be precise, I now have parents. I'm going to be adopted by your parents. I'm so happy that I could cry like a baby.
You're divorcing me because of that? I don't understand. Stop talking nonsense.
Your parents are going to cut ties with you.
No kidding. I'm their only son. I don't think they'll do that.
They said that you are a stupid son. I could tell how hard it was for your mother to cope when I saw her messages with you. When you actually tell her to become a wife beater, she told me that you sounded just like her mother-in-law. She doesn't want to see your face because you remind her of what your cruel grandmother said and done in the past.
I don't think my mother would say such a thing about me. I didn't order her to be a wife beater. I just thought that's how the relationship was with wives and mothers-in-law in the real world.
In a way, you're also your grandmother's victim. I'm sorry to hear that.
Maybe you're right.
Even if your parents adopted me, it would be legally difficult for me to keep you apart from me. As long as you're alive, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't come near my parents' house. They have agreed to leave me as much of their property as possible in the form of a living will to their grandchildren. I'll take care of your parents on behalf of you. I don't need you anymore.
Oh no, what am I supposed to do from now?
You'll end up just like your grandmother, dying alone in a retirement home.
No way, give me a break. I'm sorry for what I've done, Cindy. I'll listen to you wholeheartedly from now on. We'll raise the child together, okay? The child in your belly is mine, right? I'm also obligated to raise the child.
Are you telling me that you still don't understand your current situation?
What do you mean by that?
It's too late. My love and affection for you have worn out. Even your mother said the same thing.
I was just trying my best to be good to my family.
To be honest, I'm not blaming you for ordering your mother to become a wife beater. The main reason of our divorce is I can't take any more of your insensitive word choice and attitude. My child will suffer too if I stay married to you. I'll leave the rest to the lawyers. Please talk through them if you want to talk to me.
Wait a minute, Cindy.
Armando was very stubborn that he refused to cooperate and did not agree to the divorce. It was quite a struggle, but after the baby was born, we somehow managed to get divorced without incident. Of course, I gave birth at the hospital. My first child was a healthy baby girl. In the end, it was probably a good thing for my daughter's sake. The relationship between me and Armando's mother is very good now. I can live moderately well with my daughter between us. I'm very thankful for her support. About Armando's father, he's being nice to me, but secretly, I think he's afraid that his wife is going to divorce him after what happened with Armando. That's why currently, he's trying his best to be devoted to his wife. I think it's a good thing. I don't know what the future holds for me yet, but I would like to discuss it thoroughly with my family.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!